So this is, what do you call this? This is a hard live, soft live. What was it? Cold open. Look at that. We're on a cold open, everybody. I'm learning new things about the internet and streaming. Welcome to the Joffice. While Tim sets things up, got some pretty awesome news today. Different things, a lot of my hero stuff, some messaging, some nationals info, a little bit of news on the other games like UTS and Mega Man. So that'll be probably near the end of the show. But yeah, everything's going real good over here. Once we get our views up a little bit, I'll let Tim do our official introduction. Oh my goodness. Look at all these comments all out of nowhere. I like your hair, Tim. I like your hair. I think the chat will like your hair. Uh-oh, Jose says he can't hear Tim. I wonder if that's mute Tim hype. I don't. All right, can you guys hear Tim? Oh, yeah, classic muted Tim. Can't hear Tim. They it's using the wrong microphone. That's what. Everyone loves it. It's okay. Everybody loves it when you mute yourself at the start of the show.
See, now it's actually got the right feed.
Can you hear Tim now?
Oh, the link doesn't work.
Nope, nope, nope.
Let's see. Can I change the description? Let's see.
Oh, this chat's good. Always someone muting video calls, right?
Stream.
Ever since we started doing more and more video calls, meetings and stuff, there's always somebody that has been talking the whole time and didn't know they weren't on live mic. Pretty much happens every day now. Well, he's figuring out how to be heard. You guys can hear me, right?
No,
Let's
I
just.
should be heard now. I should be.
Anybody? The comments still going? Maybe it froze because you're doing stuff on my end.
No.
This is what happens when we do that cold launch. Oh, there they all go. Yes, they can hear. All right, we did it. We did it. We got the cold launch.
Yep.
Okay, so Tim, you ready to take it away, or are you still fixing this back
No,
end
no,
stuff?
I'm good. We'll still wait a little bit longer before we really dig into something. I don't know, Jason. Tell the folks about your week. How about that?
I work 16-hour days, 7 days a week, so that's my week. It's pretty.
Anything
Back.
particularly interesting this week that you
I'm doing
got
some
up to?
really interesting stuff this week for me. I mean, I've been working on MHA cards, and that's super fun. I hope everybody loves the previews. I think we nailed it on MHA theme and just this whole set. I love it. I love it so much. So, chat, hopefully you've been following along. If you haven't, go to the Facebook page and check out the My Hero stuff on our My Hero page. It's awesome. Pretty much every card's been previewed except for the ones we weren't going to preview.
I think it is what Facebook.com/MHA, or is it My Hero Academia card game, or I forget
I'm
what's the
I'm
link. I should
I
know
can't get
this.
Facebook to work for Jason because I'm an old man, so I don't even know anymore. I gotta get my Facebook working.
Let me pull it up and I can tell you what the Facebook is,
I like
link
that.
is.
Thank you, Matt Childress. Previews have been hype. I agree. How about today's? We did the names on these cards.
Yep,
Uh,
it's
let me say we did not choose all the names in this game. So just so you know, there's some
it.
official decisions that had to be made on these names. Some of the ones from today are definitely those decisions and not us.
Um, so if you have not been following previews, everyone, you can go to www.facebook.com/My Hero Academia CCG. That's our official My Hero Academia CCG Facebook page. We've been posting previews there. We've been posting links, articles, and yeah. So that's that.
The chat's asking, how did these names get approved? Not only were they not the names we submitted, that was what was suggested to be changed to.
Well,
So
yeah. When you're working with a licensor, we'll in just a minute we'll finish this up. But when you're working with a licensor, it's a give and take. So we'll propose names. They'll give us feedback on that, and then once everyone's kind of on the same page, then we confirm it. Say this is the name. Boom. If they don't like something that we've submitted, then they will tell us, and they'll give us a suggestion maybe, and then we just come to an agreement, right? So that's just how things happen sometimes.
I will say we internally use the word grape a lot more than another word. So anyway, anyway, welcome to the Joffice, everybody. I think we can start. We got 40 viewers.
Yeah.
A lot of news.
This is good, and we know a lot of our viewers watch later on because the time of day on Friday. So, all right. So let's see. First thing that we have to talk about is
I got the agenda right here, Tim. If you want me to run through it.
Cool. Let's go for it.
So I'm gonna go just do the highlights so everybody can hear it, and then everybody knows kind of what to expect. First, I've got some information for our retailers. Up next, we have some information on the official My Hero CCG website. Then we have information on Universe's Nationals, U.S. Nationals, and then finally our other game updates. So that's all the stuff to expect today. And for the retailers, you want me to just jump into that right now?
Yeah. Let's give an update. I know that there's we recently put out a list of the retailers that were able to do a pre-release. And I know you have an update about that.
Yeah, so I have a message directly from our COO. That's our Chief Operating Officer. So runs all of the operations over at Jasco Games to make sure everything's running smoothly. So I'm going to read this from him because he couldn't make it on the show, but he will be on the Joffice live more often in the future. But we have, hey everybody. First off, we'd like to thank you for all of for the absolutely overwhelming support and excitement for My Hero Academia collectible card game launching in Premier Stores October 8th. We are aware of some of the issues concerning product release date confusion, and we will be making an in-depth public statement addressing these concerns shortly. With that being said, if for whatever reason you'd prefer or your preferred hobby shop has been left off the initial list, please have them fill out the form found in the link below, and we'd be happy to add them promptly. We appreciate it, and as always, stay plus ultra. So, thanks, Alex. That's our COO. Like I said, he's in 2 other meetings at the same time right now,
Yep.
so he couldn't make it. But he'll be starting to join the show to get updates for some of the operations things. It's really interesting. He does manage a lot of logistics and distribution and retail and all that stuff, just to make sure everything is moving smoothly. But to sum that up, the moral of the story is the launch has been overwhelmingly more successful than even we could have imagined. And we thought it would be really big, and it's huge. So with that and the launch moving up, it got a little confusing on launch dates and even just like what is a pre-release, who signed up for a pre-release versus a release. And so we'll be making a big public statement about that. So it's going to go out to all our retailers. It'll go out on Facebook. And so that should clear up a lot of stuff for our retailers. The other question we get a lot is, how do you run a pre-release? We're actually, if you're not in the game already, we don't necessarily recommend our retailers do like draft events or anything too complex. We'll probably recommend go do like a rival deck intro event and just learn how to play, get your packs, get excited, kind of figure out the game. If you're a veteran store of Universe's system, maybe you can run draft. You can run maybe even a sealed or constructed event, depending on how much time you guys have. But we're leaving this one up very heavily to the retailers. And if you don't have play space because it was closed down to COVID or you just never had it, you guys are also welcome to partake in the pre-release and the release. It's just going to be more of a product early viewing. So we understand, like with the COVID restrictions and everything, and it's all different across the country. We're not going to be super strict on how you run an event for this. It's kind of whatever works best for your store. So we will have a big update on that. Hopefully it clears up a lot of information. And I will say we apologize. It's a really big undertaking. A lot of stores. I think our list is after release might be over 2,000 stores. participating in big tournament level events or prize support or just full on support for the game. And that's growing and growing and growing. That's just in the U.S. The international release dates are also being posted up, I believe, either today or Monday. And so you're going to see we worked with Asmodee to kind of figure out everything to get it a little bit more clear on what's releasing where, when. Some things are still tied to a month, and some things will have an exact date. It just depends on where it is because of the world global logistics situation at the moment. So that's our retailer update. Tim, did I miss anything?
I don't think so. So I know that we're talking, and we're going to be sending out information as well. But I know we were talking internally that we were thinking of suggesting if you have the product available and you don't know what to do for an event, to do, say, a Rival Decks event, where maybe you don't have enough for everyone to buy their own package of Rival Decks, but maybe you and a friend purchase some Rival Decks. Or purchase one, split it between the two, and then you do an event. There is no if you were able to get a tournament kit. I don't believe any of those went out at this time. I think those are a little bit later. But if you were able to get a tournament kit, then you could use those for prizing or whatnot. But basically, the whole idea really.
Let me cut in on the tournament stuff. It
Sure.
Sounds like the Plus Ultra packs will be coming just a few weeks later, so there's not going to be any kind of like prizing handed out because not everyone can do an event anyway. Right. That will come a couple weeks later. So okay. I just want to clarify that. And then Canada is asking a lot, does this affect Canada? Every country will be on that list. The UK, Canada, Chile, Australia, New Zealand, all of the EU, and everywhere we're allowed to sell. I think even Mexico, South America, Middle America, a lot of different areas are going to have different dates. Yep. So just kind of stay tuned to that update. It will be a email blast to the retailers as well as a Facebook post, I believe. So
yeah, and it's just about product getting to the locations, right?
Yeah. So it's a little clunky just because of the state of the world, but it is extremely successful. In fact, some of the confusion has brought even more orders in, which is kind of a weird like plus side to the chaos. Because now even more retailers are now aware of it and then aware that they may not be able to get it now, so there's a mad scramble. So be sure to reach out to your local distributors, regardless of what country you're in. Pretty much every distributor is going to be stocking the game, so it should be pretty easy to get a hold of if they have it in stock. That's the caveat. Now, I will say this is all first edition product. Unlimited will be coming out a few weeks later. I don't know exactly how many. But it'll be another restock, and I believe we did multiple printings for this. So as it runs out, hopefully up until a certain point, obviously not past set 2, there will be enough stock for everybody to get into the game.
Great.
So there you go. We'll help out our retailers. I've gotten a ton of calls from retailers and messages and things like that. So we figured everyone's asking kind of the same 3 questions, and we'll update them all at once.
That said, and we're gonna explore this I think next, but that said, some of the resources that you may or may not need for running any events will be available on the website. We currently have the how to play rules on there. We are still finishing up the formatting on the rules reference document, so we're going to have that shortly and should have that up by next weekend.
I do have one more thing I'd like to address, just on the release date.
Sure.
Someone's saying there's rumors that the release date is still in November. November is, I believe, the beginning of November will be the first restock of Unlimited, so not first edition. But it's not the release date. The release date is the 8th. The 15th is official release. The 8th is pre-release. Anybody that ordered from Asmodee and got the bundle A, I believe is what they called it, will be able to participate in the pre-release. Anyone that ordered bundle B or no bundle will be able to participate in the release.
But like we said, we're going to have a little bit more official information collected and gathered and available for you shortly.
Yep.
Okay.
So, all right. So up next, this one's an exciting one. Tim, I'm going to let you take this because you've been working your butt off.
I actually have to go into studio mode for this because I need to make sure I set this up a little bit better. Let's see.
I will say most people that have put in their pre-orders probably ordered first edition. So to answer that question, everything that's coming out right now is first edition.
Give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna do not a window capture. Is it a window capture or not a screen capture? Yeah, we want a window capture.
I have no idea.
Okay.
You're asking the wrong guy on anything technical. I know my old stuff. I know Photoshop, Excel, Word, any of the Google programs, email. I sound like an old person applying for a tech job. I can write emails. I know how Notepad works.
Are you sure you know how Notepad works?
Some of it. I mean,
okay.
I probably wouldn't be able to build a website on Notepad,
right.
but.
So we're gonna be just off to the side. All right, Jason, I'm going to ask you to fill the space for a moment.
Okay.
I'm just getting this image looking okay.
No problem. So while Tim's setting up for the website, and this is really exciting, we have different questions in the chat. I'll just kind of go over these. Let's see. Premier Store in Canada and
Oh, actually, Jason, talk a little bit about how we're restructuring our Premier stores, and not necessarily specifics, but how about just the fact that we are our Premier Store program?
Not only are we restructuring Premier stores because of our exclusivity partnership with Mhda, just the way things are going to work moving forward. We did ship out acrylic displays. There's about, what was it, Tim? 2,600 acrylic displays?
1,300.
1,300 people got acrylic displays, so that's our stores did in the U.S. There's going to be more later, I'm sure. So that's part of the Premier Store program. It will be a partnership with Asmodee moving forward, because to participate in the entire universes, you're going to need to get My Hero Academia. In addition to that, not only is that being updated, we've gotten some questions about like the Sensei program. The Sensei program, if you're looking up judge tests or anything like that, right now that's on pause. So if you see like a question with the wrong answer in the rules or anything, that's because it hasn't been updated, and it's going to be re-evaluated before the season starts next year. So we plan to launch the season in February still, and we'll have a new Sensei program for judges and everything else. And so if you are already through the test, or you're already a scout from the UFS days, stay tuned, because you're going to have to reapply. But it will be a little bit different, and you do get some really cool judge promos, as we showed last week, and cool prizes for participating and helping us out. Do we have card images for the rival decks? Good news on the website that you're about to see. We have a lot of card images.
It's coming, guys. 1 second. All right, so let me switch over. We're going to transition. And hey,
here we go. Look at this. We now have not in the works. This is definitely still a bit of a soft launch. We have some more things that are coming, more content. We will be adding more things to the website, but right now we are able and ready to get it going. This is our MHAcardgame.com. I know. Ooh.
Sorry, guys. Should be fixed.
What do we do?
My audio settings on this page.
Oh, you have to do the audio again?
No. Another audio. There were two audio sources. I apologize, guys. So, anyway, sorry. MHAcardgame.com. Hey, you can see it now. Woo! Awesome. So this will be
soft launch.
This will be the page that you see when you go to MHAcardgame.com. I'm going to go over it again because we gave a little bit of a preview, but we have things updated. We have the articles that we've been writing and sharing with you guys, and we're going to have more. Even though all the characters have been previewed, we're going to have some information about them, because it's just really cool to have, and good, informative kind of like ideas behind how these characters play and what to do with them. As we finish up the Premier Store program, we'll have that here. Here you can see the products. Currently, we are holding off on doing more pre-orders. Once we get unlimited stock into our warehouse, then we will have it up and available for pre-order again. So we'll have that. And then we have here, you can see, really nice image. We've got card list, buy now, store locator, and follow us. Unfortunately, the site that hosts our store locator, I think, was down earlier, so we'll check and see if it is working live. But fear not, it will be working. It was just down temporarily. Here we go to news and events. Boom, news and events. Again, here's all your articles that we have shared. We even have some information here for people who don't quite know about that. But yeah, we're going to have more content, and we'll have regular content updates. We'll go to products. Here you can see all of the products that we have available, whether they're out of stock or not. We already have the booster displays. We're going to have all of the Series 2 product up for pre-order in the next couple of weeks. Characters. So this page is still in the works right now, but this will be kind of how you can find out who is in the set, or in the game, I should say, because we plan on having multiple sets. We have, here we go, a bunch of people. Boom, 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 boom. All the characters currently, they're not really accessible, but as we fill out more information, you'll be able to access, like, say we have multiple versions of Midoriya or multiple versions of All Might. You can go click on them. That's where you'll find all of the cards for this one character and be able to do stuff. Cards. All right.
This is a cool part. It might take a while to load because there's a lot on here.
Hey guys, look at that. We have our cards, and my computer specifically is being a little slow.
So you said Series 2 on the pre-orders. He's actually talking about Unlimited.
No. Series 2 is Crimson Rampage, Jason.
Oh, so you're talking about adding other products. So the other products for Series 2, just because people were
why is this taking me so long?
asking.
Right. I'm gonna refresh
DLC
the page.
mostly is the other product, and then maybe playmats and things like that.
All right, let's refresh the page. My computer's just slow.
Yes, all the cards are previewed on the Facebook page, except for maybe the secret rares.
Let's see. 1 second, guys. All right.
Hey, we're live, so obviously things have to go.
Boo. Oh, you know what? It's probably because all the cards haven't loaded. Let me just reload the page.
That could be.
Alright, so as you can see, we have all the cards. You can see all of them.
Yep, exactly. So now you can read everything. We have
even the rival decks.
The full rival decks are in here. And I do believe they are quite beautiful.
As we preview the DLCs, those will be...
The only thing you can't see here is the extra rare version of any of these. All these cards can come in extra rares, and they're all foil. And they have some differences, including the foil paper. Regular foils, so rares and ultra rares, some promos and things, are printed on what we call angular pillars. It's an angular foil paper, kind of like a rainbow foil. And then extra rares are printed on lava foil, which is my favorite foil pattern for like most foil cards. It looks awesome. And so you'll see a different foil.
That kind of looks cool.
And then we have like an internal use for our big event foils. And those are printed on what we call plaid foil because it looks like a plaid shirt. It's awesome looking. It looks way cooler than I even thought it would look after we tried it. So big events will have that really special foil too. But everything's a little different.
Yep. I'm hoping that once everything loads, then I can show the really cool aspect of this. Got to get the web dev to maybe like compress all the images.
Cool. There and yeah, it looks like we will have the unlimited product. I just asked Alex up on the site. It won't be maybe today, but pretty soon in the next couple days, or start of next week. It just has to be really clear that it's not first edition, so we don't want to confuse anybody. So yeah, that'll be up here, available for pre-order pretty soon. Oh no, Tim.
My computer also is kind of hurting
Well,
right now. I've
check
got
it
so
out
much
at home because
processing.
it is live.
All right, well, you can check it.
Follow along.
All right, so next we're going to go to the rules and documents page. Look at that. Here we go. Card type lesson videos. This will take you to our YouTube channel for now, although it will be embedded soon enough. How to play. Boom. This will take you to
How to play.
how to play. All right. Can I...
It's also printable, so you can print your own book out. Plus, that book comes in the 2-player Ravel deck.
Draft kit support. Hey guys,
Hey.
guess what? If you are going to run a draft right now, we will have draft select format characters available for stores. But for now, if you are not able to get those, you can print them out here.
Yeah, if you wanna do select format and draft your boxes, when you take them home, play with your friends, go ahead and print these out. What we like to do, I think the stores typically get 2 of every character, so people can pick. Depending on how big your draft pot is, you might want more characters. But since you can print them out and play, and just to try them out, so you always have a character, we have that available for you to play with your boxes. I was telling Tim, I always recommend when you open a box, why just open it when you can draft it?
Yep.
So if you have a couple friends to play with around you, I always recommend drafting the box and getting in a little bit extra out of your pack opening.
For those of you that are asking, again, the website is mhacardgame.com. And then here we will have the rules reference document up. And then we're also going to be hosting, you can print out the rival deck playmats. We'll have that available for you. So they're a little bit larger, so you will probably want to print them at, say, a FedEx store, or I don't even know, is Kinko still a thing?
Nah,
maybe
it
an
was
Office
FedEx
Depot.
Kinko's for a while. Now it's just FedEx.
So there,
oh yeah,
you'll be able to print those out because they're just paper things. So you'll be able to do that. Let's see, and then contact. You'll be able to shoot us shoot us a question or anything like that. Again, don't forget. Oh, did I not? Let's go back to the home page. I'll at least show you. Let's see if it's online right now. The shop list. There we go.
Do it, load. You can do it.
All right.
Yeah.
So again, we're always adding more stores to this. If your store is not on the list, go ahead and follow the link in the description of this stream or video. That link should give us your information. We'll be keeping this updated, and you can see we've got some stores here in Oceania. That looks like South Africa, some Europe. We've got that has to be Hawaii, right?
Yeah, we'll be adding. There's a lot of countries have stores and just haven't been updated yet because their release dates are different. I know Chile has quite a few stores signed up.
Man, look at this. There's a lot of stores here.
I don't know
in
if Canada's on the list yet.
A lot of stores in California. We've got a lot of stores everywhere.
So this will continually be updated though. And then Tim, is that link also on this page? I believe you can sign your store up from the page too, right?
I am uncertain.
I think they're adding that link to the bottom of this page, so if you're not on.
So we have some stores here in Canada. Fox Games. But again, we know that there's been some stuff with the list. It is going to be updated. If we don't have your information, you can send it in. So,
yeah, I was sad about North Dakota too. North Dakota and Montana don't have a ton of stores. I'm from North Dakota, so I was like, "What are you doing?"
Montana has one so far.
Hey, and this is just the pre-release stores, right?
Yep, this is not the extensive list of all stores that have ordered product. This is just the stores. From my understanding, this is just the stores that bought the highest tier bundle from Mhda. So
yeah. So the rest of the stores will be added, I think, after the pre-release, and there's another at least 1,200 or 1,300 in the U.S. And it'll be adding as we get the stores. Some stores are missing from the list. That's why we have that link, so you can contact us and we'll add you to your store locator.
It looks like there's a couple people in the stream asking if there's an update on the Street Fighter pre-order. Guys, I'll take care of this right now. If you have a pre-order for Street Fighter and it hasn't gone out, please email me, Tim at Jasco Games. we'll get that out as soon as possible. It is the end of the day on Friday, so it probably won't be until next week, Monday or Tuesday. But go ahead and send us. We'll confirm, and then we'll process the order if it hasn't been sent out.
Yep. People are asking if there were promos sent for the pre-release or the release. I don't believe there are promos sent.
There are no promos for the release of the game. That is not something that we have available for this, but it's still going to be great to get your cards and play and have fun.
I will say with the launch of Crimson Rampage, we do plan on having a pre-release, at least a promo, and the tournament cards that come in for Plus Ultra come in a few weeks later, and those will be another reason to come back to the store and play and maybe draft or do whatever you do to win your Plus Ultra cards. And all of our major events are going to have, like I said, the plaid foils. So I'm really excited for those.
And then again, you can click the follow us button, and it'll take you to our Facebook page.
There you go. That's an easy way to get there.
So let's come back to just you and me, Jason.
Hey, so the website's live finally. Now, this is, as Tim said, a soft launch. We're going to be adding a ton more content. Every character, I believe, is going to have an article. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tim. And then we plan on doing some design diaries to kind of go into the whole philosophy of what we've been doing, and a bunch of other updates on just tournaments and card game design ideas and all kinds of stuff.
There'll be strategy articles once we get organized play larger events happening. Then we'll do some top 8 lists. We'll have people showing off the deck lists and all that. Talk about the changing in the meta. We plan on having content creation live on the site there for your digestion. It'll be really cool. I know some other ideas. People have some great ideas we've gotten from our retail partners. I've heard about some new student nights that they're planning on holding. Class enrollment. So just all this cool stuff. We also definitely plan on having some content for retail support as well. So lots of really cool things going on, and it'll just get better and better as the game continues to grow.
Yep. So that's kind of a wrap. So we have a brand new website. It's going to have content. We plan on putting up articles and updating the site a couple times a week, so just keep coming back. And then up next, we have U.S. Nationals for Universes. Tim, I'm going to let you take most of that, and then I do have one question to answer from the very beginning of the show. Are the side events capped? The side events will be signed up on site, I believe, so they probably will be capped based on product availability.
It's both. So I know that we do plan on having a rival deck event at Nationals. That will be, you purchase, you get one of 2 rival decks. We'll have details available shortly, firmer details available shortly, but we will have those. I think that is capped to a total. Well, I'll say this: we only have space for 128 players in our play area, so everything will be capped.
People gotta fit.
Everything will be capped at 128 concurrent players, or less, depending on the time of day.
I would say if you have a constructed MHA deck and you want to bring it, absolutely bring it. I'm going to be bringing some decks that I'm excited about. Earlier they were asking favorite characters. Right now, the character I want to play the most, and I'm going to be bringing around to events, is Denki.
See, I like the way you phrase that, because you said the character I want to play the most, because I don't have a favorite character in the game right now, because man, working on all of them and helping to tweak all of them, I feel like I'm too close to any one of them, and I want to play all of them pretty regularly.
100%. But yeah, Denki excites me right now. I'm going to be switching through these decks pretty rapidly as I go to events and stuff. I want to play with other people. I also plan at Nats to maybe have a bit of a boss battle with a unreleased character. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there, but that might be a way to see that at Nats. We will have redemption at Nats. I believe that's the plan. So we'll have a list of what we're bringing for redemption, hopefully, before then. There's a lot to do.
We're definitely going to have the Rival Deck event. We're going to have a Dragon Horde Teams event. So that was a hit at last Worlds. I wanted to do it again, so we're definitely going to be doing it again. So, yeah, guys, please, please get excited about that one. That one's always a lot of fun. And for those of you that don't know, Dragon Sword Teams event, it's teams of 3 players. I think it's capped at 8 teams, so 24 players. And basically, y'all, all the teams, gather around, sit down. We'll have a big bag or a box or something of random packs from assorted sets. And then the fun thing is, you get, between the 3 of you, you get a box worth of packs from various sets and whatnot. And then that will be, you'll get a box, you'll make sealed decks, and then you'll play. So that's for some cool prizes. Yeah.
I got a couple more questions from the chat I want to answer. Number 1, are the products online on the new website sold out on purpose? Those are the first edition boxes.
Yep.
And yes, they are sold out.
We just don't have any more. And
you probably missed me with the update. We will be adding unlimited printings on there as a separate product, but we don't want to confuse anyone, so we have to make sure they're very clearly marked. As soon as those are clearly marked, probably early next week, we'll put them up on the website, and you can start pre-ordering unlimited for set 1. Second thing was, when will MHA product arrive to Amazon? Right now, Mass Market and Amazon won't be getting product until I believe around February, and I think they're getting sets 1 and 2 together, or they get set 1 and then they get set 2 in March or something like that. I'm not 100% sure, but it will be showing up in most Mass Market, with the exception of, I believe, GameStop gets theirs in like November. So Amazon and Mass Market are kind of the same time, as far as I understand. This isn't coming from us. This is Asmodee. We've done a lot of work back and forth on where this is going, but it should be in pretty much every store you can think of that's big enough to have MHA in it, which is a lot of stores.
Yep. So guys, what's
There's a new rule that you wanted to talk about for
for Nationals.
That's today.
All right, so we haven't been very clear. All of the rules that we have been previewed in the How to Play booklet for My Hero Academia are specific to the My Hero Academia collectible card game itself. We are going to update for Nationals, and I will put this on the Nationals page as well. Don't forget, it is still 10 card sideboards for Standard as well as MHA, but for Standard, Nationals, for UFS Universes, it is going to be a new, we're modifying the mulligan rule. It will be full mulligan of your hand for first player, and we're going to do the partial Paris mulligan for the second player, so you'll be able to select the number of cards that you put on the bottom of your deck before drawing back up. So,
and then reshuffling.
Yep.
So that's the big rule. That's, I mean, the only big change other than the ban and errata list from last week. And now you guys are totally ready to prepare for Nationals. This is a Universes event. Tim was on the right track there. My Hero Academia CCG is its own entire format. It does have different rules. There are a lot of different rules. Deck size is different. Some of the gameplay is different. There's no attacking on turn 1 in My Hero. Things like that. But Standard is a different format. Standard is 60-plus cards, different mulligan rules. The sideboards are now the same. I'm actually a big fan of that 10-card sideboard. That means you can do a lot with your deck. But yeah, so be sure if you play Standard, just read the Standard rules, and if you play My Hero format only, read the My Hero rules. They are different. Not a lot of massive differences, but there's the big ones are like no stacking, different versions of characters in My Hero. You can only stack the same version, whereas in Standard you can stack multiple versions. A couple other rules like that. I'm sure, as they come up, you guys will all notice the big differences.
One more thing about Nationals, that are kind of about Nationals, kind of about just Redemption in general. We will be bringing some things for Redemption at Nationals, so if you want to redeem, go ahead and you can bring your packs. Redemption will be changing in the future. We'll have more information on that going forward, but definitely for the rest of this year, we're going to continue to do things the way we've always done them. For people that had previously been on the Turbo circuit, it has been a very long time, and the records between the team have we still have stuff, but some things have not been kept and whatnot. I just want to say, when you send in redemption points, if you send in too many, we are not like it is a task to keep track of all this stuff. We are not going to bank points. Same for redemption. I will try to make sure that your redemption points are up to date, but basically at the end of the year, if you have not used your redemption, and realistically, I probably should have just made an announcement to cut it off beforehand, because I'm not entirely certain who has what for what. We will honor redemption at Nationals and for the rest of the year with those points if we are able to keep track of it. It'll be a case-by-case basis because some people have used things. I do know for a fact, but we're not going to allow people to bank points. It's just a lot of extra work that is unfortunately not within the scope of what we can do at this time. So
and Tim's specifically talking about redemption points, not redemption as packs. If you have packs, count your packs, we'll get you your redemption.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I think that's it. Nationals, we're really excited. What is the date of Nationals, Tim? And
Nationals, again, is the 23rd and 24th, I believe, of October. And let's see.
It's going to be a fun 3 weekends in a row for us. We got a pre-release, we got a release, and we got a Nationals back to back to back.
Let's see.
And then I believe Tim and I plan on going to the Chris Sabat event in Omaha.
My calendar isn't coming up. Yeah, 23rd, 24th of October. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect. And where is it held?
It is in the Greater Richmond Convention Center in Richmond, Virginia. Wow, why did I space on that? I'm sorry, boss.
I want you to laugh a little bit. You say the name of it in the title. All right, so that's Nationals.
Let's see.
Got a lot of that. Pricing. When does pricing go up for public viewing?
And Andrew Williams, you're asking about the mulligan. That is for standard. It is not just for Nationals. That is going to be the standard mulligan moving forward. What'd you ask, Jason? Pricing for Nationals?
When are we going to be posting pricing up?
Pricing for Nationals is already posted.
And how do you find that?
That is on the article we made about Nationals at the website, but I will read it off right now.
I'm just playing person that doesn't know anything about Nationals.
Yep. Actually, I have to look and see how many we have left. Actually, that is that an update you guys want? You guys want an update on how many people we have going to Nationals?
That'd be cool.
Okay.
I know that the first day it was like 30 or 50 or something tickets sold.
Let me see. How many do we have left? Products.
Probably be good to know if you're planning on going and you are procrastinating a little bit if you need to rush to get tickets.
We have at least 60 tickets already sold.
All right, so we're about halfway through capacity.
Yep.
So, and then we're what, 3 weeks away?
Yep.
All right, so if you're going to be joining us at U.S. Nationals, get your tickets before we're out. All right, final news on games. We do have a little bit of progress here for all of our Mega Man fans for the Mega Man All-Stars game that's going to be compatible with UTS. That our artist that was sick and out for several weeks has come back, and we even brought on a new artist to kind of catch up. There was about, I think, 6 pieces of art or something that I mentioned last time, mostly roll attacks that have never existed, that had to be drawn from scratch. And I can say that all of that has been done in sketch form, color form, and master form, sent to Capcom, and Capcom already replied back within like 10 minutes of sending those. So I believe that that's in a really good spot, and we should be on time to do a Kickstarter for Mega Man in November. And that will have the UTS characters and decks available as well. And then we are also still on track for a Mortal Kombat UTS launch in February. That's the plan. So, a couple big games there. We also have a My Hero board game that should be coming to stores early next year that was internally developed by our Jasco staff. So, that's exciting. That'll be going into stores early next year, like I said, and there's a couple more coming out too. So, My Hero, we have a lot of cool products coming up, but as they release, we'll let you guys know more information. I think that's all of our news, right, Tim?
Yeah, that's about it.
Website,
I might be getting an update.
Go to Facebook. MHAcardgame.com, go check it out.
Yep, MHAcardgame.com. It's Martakai on YouTube. Yes, there is a box topper. There's also 2 quirk packs. So you kind of have 3 box toppers. 2 of them are just random.
Yep.
Jay Spears, we have not talked about Worlds. We do not have current rules on that right now.
Worlds is probably going to be after the first big major for My Hero. So,
let's see. There are people who sent in scout forms going to have to wait until February to hear back. So, guys, we've already a little bit touched on this. I know not everyone is able to watch the whole stream. We are going to be redoing that whole program. Even if you are currently a scout, I believe you're going to have to reapply. Don't worry, I'm here. I know plenty of you that are scouts, so the OP team will be working together to get that all sorted. But we're gonna be completely redoing that whole program for organized play. So
yeah, because there's a couple of reasons for that. We have different levels of play and judge and sensei. Yep. But there's also we're bringing on more people into the organized play team.
Yep.
On our side, so we just want to make sure everything is really clean and everybody's there from the beginning, especially with the launch of My Hero Academia. And your senseis and scouts / judges, whatever you want to call them, are going to be a little bit different from MHA to standard. So just stay tuned. All of the stuff launches next year for major OP, especially for My Hero Academia. Obviously, we're still doing nationals for universes and standard, but most of the OP and in-store events, with the exception of your My Hero Plus Ultra stuff coming out this year, will be starting at the beginning of next year. And that will be also on our website, and then the My Hero signups will be on the MHAcardgame.com that just launched. All right. Do we want to take any more questions, Tim? Maybe a minute more questions, and we can call it a weekend.
Let's see. We have a question. Here's a funny one. How about Street Fighter minis game expansions? Final Fight character pack?
I can't talk about licensing, everybody.
That wouldn't even really, there wouldn't be anything to do because we already have 2 of the Final Fight characters in other character packs, right? Cody and Guy?
There are more.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I like Street Fighter, but all I really know is Ken. Ken was cooler than Ryu growing up. Blanca was the cheese character that if you didn't know how to play games, you just could hit the button and you'd electrocute them, right? That was it. And then same thing with Chun-Li. Chun-Li was the same thing. If you didn't know how to play, you just tapped it. So I'm not I don't know tons about all the Capcom games, except for I love Mega Man. And that's what got me into playing UFS when I started playing UFS.
I mean, Tim's a little different for me. I definitely play fighting games. Everybody knows my favorite Mortal Kombat. Smash Brothers, really into Smash Brothers Melee. I will say that, funny story, I think everybody played Street Fighter in the arcades and stuff back then, Street Fighter 2 especially, at least. And but I played them, but I really got into Street Fighter, King of Fighters. I played a lot of Soul Calibur regardless. But a lot of these games, because of my entry into UFS before Universes, and that really got me way more interested in some of these other games. I knew about Fatal Fury from the anime, but I didn't even know it was a video game back then. So I'm a pre-internet person though, so some of this stuff you just have to find out on your own. The world was the Wild West. You didn't just know everything instantly at the click of a button, because I'm an old man. But yeah, I love fighting games now, and it's good stuff. We'll catch Tim up. I actually just got my Mortal Kombat machine. A fuse went out, so that's being replaced in the morning. So
nice.
Yeah, we get to play the arcade game. I can teach you some
moves. I mean, you're gonna stop me every single time, but
I'm a good demoer.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's all the information we had for y'all. However, we are here every week, so if you have questions, don't forget there's a link to submit a question for us to answer. If you want to know, that's a much better way. We can't always answer questions that are in the chat. In addition, it kind of is a little distracting to try and follow, but we definitely do want to try and engage with you guys live.
My arcade cabinet is not a 1-up cab. I have the original Mortal Kombat 3 cabinet. Thank you very much.
I don't know how much we're going to answer about this, but I can at least kind of acknowledge that the question is people are asking about what is the deal with the secret rares. I'm not sure.
They're rare. There are extra rare secret rares.
Is there any information you want to divulge for anything? Not necessarily what the cards are, but is there anything
I'll tell you what. If you go to a pre-release next weekend, I guarantee you, as long as you open a couple of boxes, you'll probably see a secret rare. I mean, yeah, the pre-release should have enough boxes there, unless they just don't open any of them. You should see your secret rare. I won't tell you how many there are, but, they're a secret, and you might get one. Okay, anything else really interesting in the chat, or are we good for the weekend?
I think that's it for now.
It's time for team dinner. Woo!
There's a little bit more work to do before we go eat, but yes. All right, guys, so remember, if you have questions, please submit them via the Google form. If you're a store that is not on our list, there is the link. Go ahead and submit your information. We can get you put on the store locator. We definitely want our retail partners to be able to be seen by people in their area, because if you have people around you and they're looking for a store and they don't know where to go, hey, they can at least go to our site and find you. So we definitely want to get you included on our store locator. So, give us your information. Again, Nationals is happening in 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, 3 weeks.
Man, there's so much
and I have to judge it? Oh no. I'm sorry, guys, in advance. I'm sorry.
For what?
for me being the judge. I'm just joking. I'm pretty good at it.
You got this. I believe in you.
But yep. So we're gonna call it for the day. Thank you so much for joining us. We always enjoy having you with us. We love you. Play some games. Have some fun.